Hello guys and welcome to Damn Fast. Today we have the all new 2022 Audi E-Tron S. So this is a crazy SUV. It actually has 3 electric motors, so 1 in the front and 2 in the back, and combined these motors deliver a astonishing 507 brake horsepower and 800 Newton meters of torque. So this thing is quick. It does 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds. Top speed is 210 kilometers an hour. And honestly, this is one of the most crazy cars that I have ever driven. So this is a very nice dark blue paint, and it really suits this car really well. So here we have the very nice e-tron badge as well. We have the 21-inch alloys from Audi Sport, as you can see here. So these are the distinguished S-line mirrors, always in this sort of matte silver color. And of course this car is provided to us by Audi Wittebrug. So thanks guys once again for providing such an amazing vehicle. And here I have the key of the car, and if I unlock it, it greets us like this. This is always cool, but in the front it's even better, because in the front it does this. Look at that, Audi just nails it every time with the lighting department. So right here we actually have rail vents, which look crazy cool on this car. And of course we have a panoramic sunroof, which is totally which you can open, as you can see here. And here we have a huge trunk, which opens automatically, as you would expect from a car like this. So I told you already about the specs, but now it's time to get into the car and just start driving this beast. So right here we have the starting button. Just press the brake and press the start button, and the car will start in an instant. So right now it's actually pretty warm here. It's 30 degrees, so let's close everything and just let the AC do its job. So guys, in this video I'm going to tell you some more about this car. We're going to have a POV drive across many different roads. So we will have a B road, we will have some highway driving as well, and some city driving, to give you a complete overview about what it's like to drive one of these amazing e-trons. And of course we are going to do a little acceleration as well. So first let's put it into dynamic. So right now it's in dynamic, and this is the most sporty setting of this vehicle. So release the handbrake, put it into drive, and let's go. So actually the first thing that you notice once you're up and running in this Audi e-tron is that it's so quiet. Even on the highway it's so quiet, and being an SUV is actually really heavy. So this car in particular weighs 2.6 tons, and it has a battery pack of 95 kilowatt hours, which is actually pretty big. But because this is such a large vehicle and it weighs quite a lot, the range is not too good. Right now I have 239 kilometers of range, and I've got 80% of battery left. But I did some sporty driving as well. So in the real world you will be able to reach the 400 kilometers, which I think is pretty sufficient for a car like this. So right now I'm going to head to the Damn Fast location right over there, which you guys are probably all too familiar with. And we're going to test out the acceleration of this 3-motor e-tron. This is actually the second car that I know which has 3 motors. I think it's actually the first production vehicle with 3 motors, because we have the Tesla Cybertruck, which is also set to have 3 motors, because but that car is just not on sale right now. So let's turn the car around right here, put it in reverse. We have a nice backup camera here as well, and get it into position. So guys, the 0 to 100 of this car should be around 4.5 seconds. And we're not going to measure that right now. We still need to do a 0 to 100 video, as you guys know, but this is just a little impression about the insane acceleration of this quite large SUV. So guys, this is the acceleration of the Audi E-Tron S. And as you see, it is quite fast. So, and with these pedal shifters you can adjust the amount of regeneration, which also means that this car will just stop automatically if you want to use one pedal driving. And well, it actually works pretty good with these things. So, and actually we have very nice S-line, or really S seats, and they hold you in place really firm. So right now we're going to demonstrate a bit of the acceleration again. So as you guys might have seen, it's actually really quick. So let me tell you some more about the consumption of this car, because right now I did a 50 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, which of course is quite a lot. But as you have seen, we're doing some sporty driving right now, so that's not really what you will see in daily driving. So what I've seen doing just 100, 120 on the highway, you will get between 25 and 30 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So it's actually not too bad. But once you start using the 500 brake horsepower engines, yes, of course it's going to suck out the energy quite fast from the quite big battery actually. So let's do a 0 to 100 again. The pickup is just amazing in this thing. Whew. You just not expect a car like this to change speed in such violence with this car. I mean, it weighs 2.6 tons. Of course it does the 800 Newton meters of torque, which you feel very, very, very good. So when you compare the value of money to a normal E-Tron 55 Quattro, this one's actually not too bad. When this car came out, it had a price tag of 105,000 euros, which is quite high. But actually quite recently they just dropped the price with 16,000 euros, and right now it's only around 88,000 euros. And if you compare that to a normal 55 E-Tron, this actually gives you a lot of more car for the money, because you have the widened wheel arches, you have the S bumpers and side skirts and everything. You get the nice upgraded wheels, you get the 3-motor setup, and you have the big battery. I think this is quite a good value for money, although it's still a very, very pricey car, of course. And you actually see everybody looking at this car. It just really stands out from the rest of the cars. That's also due to this amazing blue color. I'll just put into the description which color this exactly is, and we also made a walk around review, a visual review of this car, where you can see all the little details about this thing. It really is an amazing car. Well, that's the speed that you're allowed, 70. In what, 2 seconds? So this car is actually on air suspension, so you can really feel a difference between the comfort setting and the dynamic setting. So right now everything is in dynamic, and it's still quite a comfortable car to ride with. But you do notice that the ride is increasingly firm if you use the dynamic option. And in comfort, it's actually really, really comfortable. So then it just takes the bumps, and you can feel the whole rear end of the car just bounce through. And right now in dynamic, you can actually feel the bumps quite hard. But it does make for a pretty decently sporty drive. So let's test out the handling of this car around this little corner here. And we have a couple of corners there as well. So the grip is actually immense, and you can just feel the three motors just putting down the power. With this quattro all-wheel drive system, it just flies. And the cornering's actually pretty good for such a big vehicle. So that was the pre-sense warning that the car in front of me was getting a bit closer than it should. But hey, it's one of the systems that make this car very, very safe to drive with. So let's overtake these quite easily. Oh, this is just... This thing is so fast. And this is only an S version, come on. Audi, what will the RS version be? 1000 horsepower, 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds. Phew. So guys, right now we are going back to the Audi dealership in The Hague, the Netherlands, Audi Wittebrug. So thanks once again for these amazing cars. Here we have their very nice flagship store. Let me just put it into comfort to check out if these bumps actually feel different. Oh, not that much. These are quite big. So guys, that's it for now. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. Let me do just one one walk around. Let me just do one more walk around this amazing car and just get out my stuff. Honestly, an amazing vehicle, and yeah, we're still going to make a couple of more videos about this car, which will be the review. We will have the 0 to 100 and maybe a feature video for one of these very nice features. So thanks guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.